going to Sunyani, and that is the farthest I know I can go. And I told you I needed 5,000, right? Before 24 hours, I already got like, welcome back again to your favorite Nigerian Ghana girl. This is an appreciation video. I have not got a chance to sit down to say Medasi, my brothers and sisters all around the world. May God bless you. As you came forth to assist me, may you never lack. So I have not had a chance to tell you how grateful I am. So if you're new here, welcome, and you're a bit confused, don't worry, I'm going to explain in the video. So it's an appreciation video and also a video to answer the most asked questions I've been getting at the comment section. So I'm going to be answering that, and I'm going to basically explain how Ghanaians from all around the world assisted me. Please like the video, and if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you're a little bit lost, what happened is in the month of April, towards the end of April, I came out to call for help, financial help, and that was very hard for me to do. It was very difficult to do. I was so afraid of the outcome. 20 minutes into the video, someone called me from the US and like, oh, how are you, my little sister? How are you, Lily? I want you to calm down. I just want you to assure you that you don't have any problem, you're gonna be fine. He suggested if I want to live in his hometown, he could make the arrangement for me over there right now. But then the main reason for calling is to send his own financial, is to send me his own support, which he did. Oh my God, it was a lot of money. I was screaming. So, and he told me, how much do you need to move? And I told him the amount I needed to move, and he was like, okay. In the next 3 days, he was going to check up on me to see if I've been able to raise that money, if people have been able to support me, and if they have not been able to support me enough to get that figure, he's going to complete it. Whatever is remaining is going to complete it. So I shouldn't worry. I should be happy. I should feel at home. I should feel free. If I want to move to his hometown, I should feel free. I should open up. He's going to make the arrangements. So, oh my God, I felt so much love and comfort. A lot of people reaching out, calling me, oh Lily, I'm a Ghanaian, I live in Galilee. Lily, I'm a Ghanaian, I live in Calvary. Hey Lily, I'm a Ghanaian, I live in Zion. Oh Lily, I'm a Ghanaian, I live here. So I didn't know that most of the countries I heard that day on the phone, like people calling to tell me they are calling from there. I've not heard those countries before. So Ghanaians are everywhere in the world. Calls were coming and support were also coming at the same time. So just almost the same day, because I allowed the video to cross to the next day, but almost the same day, I got more than I asked. I got more than I asked for. The original money I needed, as a matter of fact, to be able to move was 5,000 cedis. Because before I came out to make that video, I have asked a friend, a lady, to hook me up with a truck driver, and then we talked. She put us on a conference call. We talked, we bargained the price. The demand we settled at 5K because of what I have to move, to understand. And I told him I'm going to Sunyani, and that is the farthest I know I can go. So the lady tracked the price till we settled at 5,000 cedis. So that was what I needed. So, but then to the glory of God, I got more. So that was why I deleted the video so quickly. Like immediately the video hit 24 hours, I took it down, because within that 24 hours, I got a lot of support, like doubled the amount that I originally needed. And I told you I needed 5,000, right? Before 24 hours, I already got like 11,000 cedis. That is a lot, okay? That is a lot of money. 11,000 cedis is not a joke. Like $1,000 US, if I'm not mistaken, right now, for people to give to you just like that. So that was why I took down the video quickly, because the more the video stays, the more people sees it, the more they want to support me, and it's unfair. Because why I came out to ask for help is not to settle my financial, my life financial problem. It was for me to help myself save myself because I was dying, living, paying bills, paying school fees, and I felt like it was expensive. And another good reason is the rent was increased, which I cannot afford. I've said that before. So when this help came, 11,000 cedis, so let me break it down. I will spend, if you look behind me there, you see a wheelchair. I got a wheelchair for my daughter immediately, which cost us somewhere around 1,000. With delivery, cost me around 1,700 cedis plus delivery to get it. And I was able to pay. Before that support, before that video, I have already paid a few amounts for their school fees. I have dropped something for all three of them. I think I dropped like 800 cedis each for their school fees to get it. So after that, I had to complete, especially the younger ones, we completed their fees straight up. Their fees is a lot. That was why I got a wheelchair, and that is why I want to move out of Accra. I've said that, right? So their school especially has been the biggest eater of my finance, because every term I pay, if not up to 5,000 cedis, very close to 5,000 cedis. That is a lot. Yes, 2,400 plus 2,400. That is 4,800 cedis for the young girls every 3 months, which is a lot for me. So my niece's own is not that much. The most money I paid was when she got into the school, the uniforms, the registration, the form, and all that. So that was what made it expensive. So, but ever since then, her terminal school fees have just been like 1,300. You know, because she walked to the school, she doesn't eat in school, so they don't charge us for that. She pays school fees and just other petty fees in school. So it was a lot easier taking care of, you know, so I had to complete the younger ones, the little ones' school fees immediately from that money. And then the remaining one, because if I keep it with me, I was going to spend it. So I quickly moved out of here in search of an apartment. You know, I told you I went to Kuforidia, and a lot of people advise I don't go to Sunyani because of my job, because sometimes I may get opportunity here in Accra and people wouldn't want to wait. Maybe I have someone to interview. People will not have the patience to wait for me to come, and sometimes I may not have money for transportation, so it will be difficult for me to pay my way all the way from there to here and then pay back. So they advise I stay in a place, either Kuforidia or any other place that is few hours to Accra, so you don't have to be like a journey when you're coming to Accra or going back. It made sense. So I looked elsewhere, which later when we move, I'm going to tell you guys where the place is. So what I did is, the remaining money after spending on school fees and the wheelchair, I had to deposit the remaining money in the apartment that I found. I just gave it to the man and told him to hold on, I will complete it before I move in. So that was where we spent your support. Thank you very much. The wheelchair, I got it not because my daughter cannot walk. She can walk, but she needs a lot of help to be able to do that, and I can't back her to distance. If I want to be fast, she can't do it. So I got a wheelchair so that it will take the burden of school bus off me. In our new apartment, I pray we are able to find a school that is very close to our house. That way I can put her there, roll her, and have the younger sister walk beside, take them to school and take them back without me having to pay lots of money on school buses. So that was the game. And what again? Yeah, questions have been asked like, where's your new place and when are you moving? Have you already moved? The answer is I have not already moved. Okay, I'm still here in my old apartment, and the plan is I want to allow the plan is to make sure that the girls finish this term in their schools, all three of them in their current school, so they write the exam and then we can move. I want to stay here. I intend to stay here till then. I have not spoken to the management. My rent expires towards the end of the month here, but I've not spoken to the management if they are going to allow me. They are having some of my money, you know, damage fees that you pay before you move in. So if they can keep that and allow us stay for the few weeks for them to prepare for the exam, write the exam, and then after that we go. If they allow me to stay for free, cool. If they want me to pay them maybe for a month to allow me, you know, allow the girls finish up with their studies, I don't mind. I'm going to do that. So I'm still here. Okay, I don't want to tell you guys where my new place is until we get. Yeah, I almost forgot this part. The difference between last year and this year for me is that last year the financial burden on me was not as much as it is this year, because then I wasn't paying school fees for 3 people. It was just one child, and that one child, I had someone that helped me pay her school fees to get her into school. Someone just felt like, okay, she should start school, because I made it clear that she was going to hold on until I'm settled, but the person insisted on assisting Praise to get into school. So the burden of school fees wasn't on me. But with the global inflation everywhere, everybody's struggling, so the person couldn't continue, which I totally understand, because for someone to have helped you that much, like get your child into school, is a lot of money. So they did it for Praise, not even for my sake. The person wanted to give her scholarship back. I pray he make it in life. If not, if he doesn't come back to give Praise scholarship, he gives to another child, because it's not easy for someone to help. So I had the burden of paying for our rent, the burden of getting our home appliances, and the burden of just basically surviving. So, but this year I have all 3 of my girls in school at the same time, and they don't come cheap. In January, I remember paying 6,500 cedis for the 2 little girls, that's Praise and Wendy, just for their books, uniform for Wendy, the school fees, bus fees, books, everything. What again did that feeding? So the money got to 6,500. It's too much. So it has made it difficult for me to save money. And Antonia, when she got into school, was about 2,500 cedis because of uniform, books, and other things that she needed at that time. So, but then her termly school fees have not been a burden to me, because it's just like you pay 1,300 and you're good to go. So that is the difference between my financial life of 2022 and my financial life of 2023. It has made savings difficult, because every 3 months, the little you have been able to save, it all goes. If you calculate well, that January much, like when I put all the monies together, $600 plus 200 and something dollars, so like $800. That is a lot on me. That is just for school. I'm not talking about the food we eat in the house, the bill I pay. So it made it, in fact, it crippled me to get it. So what I usually do is, when I have access to my salary, I usually buy a lot of things like food stuffs that we eat for a very long time. So we usually survive on that. I buy a lot. That was why, so I used to buy a lot of the things we need, have them stored in the house. So we survive on it till I'm able to assess again. So that is how we've been rolling. But you guys just came to my rescue just like that. Within few hours, you guys came through for me. I really appreciate it. That assistance you have given to me have elevated me from, I don't know where I would have been if you didn't come through to help. And I'm glad I had the courage to come through. And thank you for my friends. Thank you, Blue Beatrice at Chibong, Osito Empire. I didn't want to reach out to Salt and Culture, because if I do, she want to take that burden. So I didn't reach out to. So I want to thank my friends who didn't feel ashamed that I came out to do that. Thank you, Blue Beatrice at Chibong, Salt and Culture, Osito Empire. Thank you again. If I forgot your name, please don't be mad at me. Thank you all for not being ashamed. Osito told me I have to. Oh, thank you, Lily and Adane's family. Thank you so much. So these people encourage me. They're like, as it is now, yeah, don't worry, you'll be fine. What I did quickly, so I don't end up spending that money as a mom. If things in the house finish and you have money that you can easily reach, you can touch it. So I quickly gave it to the new landlord and come back and sit like this, and I've been very happy since that day. So thank you guys for lifting me from down there up there. So what we do is, when we finally move in, the money I wanted to use to pay for the apartments, wherever, I will now use that money to pay the truck driver, and then use some to complete the apartments, because we have not completed the money. So use some to complete, use some to pay the truck driver, and just move to our new place. I cannot wait. Thank you all. So I hope that I've answered the question. Okay, and thank you so much for those of you that came forth with suggestion, the email address, places I've not heard before in Ghana. I've visited so many places, and as a matter of fact, even though the place I ended up getting is not my first choice, but I still love it. At least I still like it. So guys, that's it. That's the live update from me to you. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Ciao.